Hello lovely one, and how are you doing? My name is Jackie and this channel is Thriving Womanhood. How are you doing? I hope you're fine. Thank you for tuning in. Are you a mom of 2 under 2, or are you a mom of a toddler and an infant? Are you a mom wondering how you're going to take care of your little one and also your toddler? Stick aloud because that is what we are going to tackle in this video. As you all know, taking care of a toddler and a baby can be challenging, but there are mistakes that we do that even make it more challenging. But of course, it is a beautiful journey, and it is a journey that you'll never regret having gone through this journey as a woman. In this video, we're going to look at 7 mistakes that you can avoid as a mom of an infant or a small baby and a toddler that will make your life better. Even as we tackle these mistakes, we will also tackle on what you're supposed to do instead, so that we are not just handling the mistakes without telling you what to do in place. I know you've had women, if not all women, most women discourage you and also talk about having 2 under 2 being challenging or even being quite an hassle or even quite a task. Yes, it is. I do not cancel all that they're saying. Those claims are justifiable, but we can also make this journey interesting. While I was introducing my infant to my toddler, who was 1 year 7 months, someone told me, not even someone who told me, actually I came across this information, that when introducing your baby to your toddler, you should not introduce the baby while holding the baby. So I had that in mind. So my toddler was with her aunt, who brought her in the day I was coming from the hospital. Good enough, I came home before they arrived. So on introduction of this baby, I placed my baby on the couch and introduced him to his little brother, and they clicked. My son loves babies. The mistake that you should avoid is introducing your little one to your toddler when holding the baby. One, it poses a threat to your toddler. They're still the baby, you know. You might have prepared them that there is a baby on the way, but transitions are hard. And especially for kids, they might not have been able to interpret that information. Of course, they might be excited to become a bigger brother or a bigger sister, you know, or to have a baby brother or a baby sister. But interpretation of that information and what follows after having this, a new member of the family, it doesn't settle well with them. And it's good, even as an expectant mother, to begin talking to your toddler about the baby who is in your womb. You should be comfortable to communicate these things with them. So do not introduce your baby to your toddler when holding them. This will pose a threat to them. They feel insecure, and also they feel that their space has been taken away. Something else I realized is that toddlers does not understand things not to. For example, you might ask them which of these is not a banana, and they will not actually pick the apple, they'll pick the banana, because their internalization of information is very slow, and they might have underlined the term banana and they are focusing on banana. So do not tell your toddler, do not do this to the baby. For example, if they are pulling their hands or legs, tell them tap the baby instead, or rub the baby instead. Do not tell them what not to do. Instead, tell them what to do. And this will settle well with them. Again, do not be over secure to your baby, because your toddler will feel this. Do not offer a lot of security around your baby. Your toddler cannot touch them. Involve them in the life of your baby. And again, do not forget that your toddler is also a baby. Okay? Your toddler is also a baby. Do not view them as a big boy or a big girl. They still need that emotional connection with you as the mom. Actually, when handling the baby, that gives you a great opportunity to bond with your toddler. Help me with the wipes when you're changing your baby. You can tell them, take the diaper and throw it in the bin, Help me with the clothes. Let's help the baby put on the socks. And that way they'll be involved. Do not offer a lot of security to your baby. Remember to bond with each child individually. They are all your children, I know. The infant or the baby looks like they are more delicate than the toddler, but they all have emotional needs. But the toddler is understanding that mom is not near me, that someone else is taking all the attention. Remember to bond with them individually. As for me, what has worked for me, my toddler wakes up later than the infant. So I used to bond with the infant more closely. Whenever they wake up, I cuddle them. I spend time with them. I feed my infant before the toddler wakes up. And as the toddler wakes up, the baby is already full. I can put him away. I can put him to sleep and deal with the toddler. Toddler is the person who wants activities with you. Of course, bonding is the first thing in the morning. Speaking to them, how was your night? How are you doing? What do you want? And also speaking and praying for them, bonding with them, cuddling them, massaging them. And then after that, change them, go outside and see the things around, the plants, play games with them if your energy is allowing you to do that. And if your energy is not allowing you, you can do a simple activity as moving outside and maybe as basking on the sun, in the morning, and also talking to them, listening to them. That goes a long way. So remember to bond with them individually. At times, we are tempted, even whenever we have nannies and people helping us around, we are tempted to give away the toddler, and remain with the other baby. No, they are all your babies, and they need your attention. They need the emotional connection. So create time for individual as much as you have time for all of them together. That's a mistake that you should avoid. Do not neglect individual bonding time with your baby and your toddler. With my toddler, I had documented every milestone in form of short videos and also in form of photos. I was tempted, especially in the first 3 months, to just go back and check how was my baby back then in 1 month, 2 months, at 3 months. And I came to realize that my toddler was more vocal in terms of words. He had a lot of coos. He would talk to you. He had a lot of words. And even at the moment, he's a sanguine. He has that outgoing personality. I was tempted to compare their milestones until I came to realize, now, all these are different kids with different personalities. and their journeys are different. One may have a faster milestone, normal milestone, or even delayed milestone. And whatever matters is that whenever it is time, they will hit their milestone. Whenever it is time, they will hit their milestone. So the mistake to avoid is to compare their developmental milestones. Please avoid that. Avoid comparing them. Yes, they're your children. You carried them in the same womb, fed them the same milk, I know. Raised them in the same environment. But they are totally different persons. And therefore, do not compare them. Deal with each one of them as an individual. You see the way you deal with your friends? This friend has got this kind of weakness. The other one has got this kind of weakness. The same way, deal with your children, your toddler and your infant, knowing that they are different persons with totally different personalities. Seek to understand their personality instead. Seek to understand and celebrate their milestones without comparing them. Okay? I thank God for my toddler because he was always fascinated with the baby. Whenever the baby cried, he would tell me, "Mom, Toto, Leah." That means, "Mom, baby is crying." And he insinuated, "Go and pick the baby." If I was in a midst of conversation and I was not keen enough to listen to him immediately, he would pinch me and tell me, "Mom, Toto, Leah. Mom, the baby is crying." What I learned is that my baby gave me the space, and this would have made me to turn him down whenever he seeks attention because he's an understanding toddler, I know what you're thinking. Of course, he's a baby too. But that's a mistake that we should avoid, or you should avoid. The mistake of turning down your toddler whenever they seek attention. Let me tell you something. It is okay to hand over the baby to their father or to the person giving you care, especially at the postpartum, during that transition period, or during the postpartum, or during the first 3, or let's say up to 6 months. It's okay to give the baby and listen to your toddler whenever they are seeking for their attention. I realized it is for few minutes, just 15 minutes with him, and he is okay. He is away running around and doing other things, There is a need not to turn down whenever they seek attention. Give away the baby, stop doing whatever you're doing and attend to them at that point. There's a lady that I was listening to. She's a mother of 5 children. She's called Saladhiris. Let your toddler feel sought after. Okay, this is what she was saying. She doesn't allow her children to reach that point of seeking for attention. In fact, seek for their attention. Go see what they are doing, spend time with them, hug them, have that physical connection with them, and then move on to the next and to the next, and you'll have time to do other things. Do not turn down your toddler whenever he or she seeks for that attention. Stop whatever you're doing and attend to them instead, because it will not take forever. But if I tell you, if you turn them down, you'll know Mama is doing this. Mama is always turning me down. Mama is not giving me attention. That is something that will remain with them. It is something that will take just 10 to 15, a quarter an hour of your time. Another mistake that you should avoid: do not neglect self-care. You are a mom taking care of a baby. and a whole toddler whose energy is always 100%. I can tell you, you can find yourself drawn into taking care of the baby and family matters and forgetting about yourself. What does your self-care entail? It entails your mind, your body, your soul. Take care of your mind. Take care of your body. Showering at times, whenever you have a toddler and a baby that you're taking care of, it is always rushed. It feels rushed. Definitely, because you cannot even leave the baby with the toddler because you don't know. Maybe he will end up poking the eyes, the ears, the nose, pulling the hands, the fingers, the legs, and even the hair. But create time and create routines to take care of yourself. Read a book. You could do just a short devotional. You can follow a devotional. For example, with my baby, I'm following this devotional, and currently it is just a very short one. Let me show you. For example, this is week 1. You can choose to do it on Sundays, and I prefer on Sundays after church. So you come, read, and do the devotional, and you're done. And this word can take you even for the week. You can be meditating upon this devotional, and of course this devotion will point you to a verse or even a chapter in the Bible. So do not neglect self-care. Shower. Take time to shower. Take time to take care of yourself. Apply oil. Scrub your face. Scrub your feet. Especially the feet. You can develop dead skin on your feet. Scrub them. Take care of them. Take care of your nails. Trim your nails. Ensure that you're well taken care of. Comb your hair. Ensure that you do not neglect self-care. Mind, soul, your spiritual, read and lean on the Word of God. The Word of God is the lamp unto your feet. It is the one that will give you light, even in these challenging moments of bringing up 2 and 2. So ensure that you immerse yourself unto the Word of God. If you're not able to, you can tell your husband to read loud the Word of God unto you. And this goes a long way, preventing you actually from postpartum depression. When you take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Not to overburden yourself with a lot of expectations. Maybe you are this kind of a mom that you knew that after I get the baby, I have lunch cooked, I have this meal plan, it will be followed to later, I've planned who will take care of my babies, At times those people will fail you. I was very sure that I have help during the first few months of my postpartum with a baby and a toddler. But one day, my nan didn't show up. I was left alone with the toddler and the baby. Of course, it was a long day, but God helped me. So these things that we plan may fail. So do not overburden yourself with a lot of expectations. People are waiting to see you. How are you going to handle 2 and 2? People might have expectations on you, and do not overburden yourself with this pressure. Pressure to maintain a clean home, a spotless home. A pressure to ensure that house is in order, to take care of the house chores. Do not succumb to that pressure. avoid that mistake of overburdening yourself with such expectations, and instead do the basic things as ensuring that your little ones are fed, they are comforted, you've bonded with them. Those are the basic things. Do what you're able to do. Do what is basic, what is essential, what is very important and needful for your children. Those are some of the mistakes that you should avoid when handling 2 under 2. And you will, of course, the journey is challenging, but you'll be able to maneuver and thrive through motherhood of 2 little ones. And God enabling grace will be upon you. God guidance will be upon you. God will help you and give you the grace to do this. If He blessed you with 2 under 2, He will help you take care of them for His glory and honor, for His glory alone. Thank you so much for watching. For now, it's a bye-bye.